Hello, and a very warm welcome to everyone to this Onepoint session. My name is Els, and for those of you who join us for the first time, let me give you a little bit of a background. Many of us working for Onepoint Consulting are meditating on a regular basis. The meditation we practice is called Raja Yoga. It's the yoga of the mind. I personally find this practice very helpful, not only at work, but also in my personal life. We have started this project, Oneness, in May 2020, because we felt that it might be useful to share some of these ideas with a wider audience. And what we do is every fortnight on Fridays, we invite a speaker, an experienced meditator, and we ask him or her to share their ideas about a particular topic, but also to guide us into a short meditation. So far, we have had more than 100 guest speakers, people from all over the world. All the sessions have been recorded and they are available on YouTube. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome Anna Ziegler from Switzerland. And Anna has been working as a nurse for many years in Switzerland. And in the late 80s, she took up meditation and she felt that that practice helped her enormously dealing with challenges at work, but also in her personal life. Anna has coordinated the activities of the Meditation Center in Zurich for about 9 years before moving to the UK, where she worked as a volunteer in Oxford for a large UK charity. Anna is currently back in Switzerland in Zurich and works as a community nurse now. The topic she has chosen for today is never give up on yourself, there is always a way. So very, very warm welcome to you, Anna.
Thank you, Els. Thank you for giving me a chance to share, and welcome to everyone online. So the topic I choose, never give up on yourself, there is always a way. There are so many situations in today's world, on the outside and the inside, where many people start to think, what shall I do in this life? How shall I move forward? And I remember in my teenage, where I had a big crisis, where I was not knowing who I was confused about the world, what meaning life has. And I had the feeling the whole world is crumbling apart. And that was back in many years. And see the world today and the young people today who probably go through similar situations or experiences. And so I think when we lose hope or lose sight, not having a clear aim or not feeling there is any purpose or meaning in life, I think life can be very hard. And for myself at that time, I was looking for help. And I think it's very important, if we don't see any way further, that we not just give up, but we look whether we can talk to someone, maybe have friends or maybe family, which we feel very comfortable with, which we can share what's going on inside of us. Because I think that many of us may have gone through situations like that, where we are stuck and we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I think I was doing that, and I was trying out different things. I felt many things on the outside. I was looking to help me to get a clear idea of what life was about, why we live in this world, and what was the purpose for it. And so I got some answers, and it was not until I started to go deeper within myself when I got into touch with meditation, and where I found the answers that I was looking for, the answers about who I really am. Because I thought, all these different parts of me, which one is me? And I got such a clear answer. And I thought, why didn't I remember that? Because it was so clear that I was much more than this physical appearance or what I was doing or what I was having. I was that, or I am that inner being, that conscious living light which gives life to this body. And understanding that, or remembering that eternal truth of me, was such a big help in my life to get back in, what shall I say, to find myself was like finding life. I think it's like being able to connect to who I really am, to connect in a real way also to other people, not just on the external level, on the outside, on the level of profession, on the level of gender, of the level of looks or maybe culture, but on a much deeper level, something that I feel like, yes, actually we all somehow we belong together. There is no one really alone. When I go into these depths of that spiritual awareness of who I really am, and it is really, I tried out different things and I was looking in different corners to find for answers, and it was really this understanding that I am that living conscious being, which has helped me enormously in my life to find back and track in my life. And it helped me also in my profession to see others in a different light. It helped me when people were leaving, when they were dying, to see, okay, and that person or that being has moved on. It is like a ship has left one shore and going to another shore and to have another experience. So it was more that, okay, that being is now free from the pain, from the physical suffering of the body. And so that also was very helpful for me to have that inner distance and to be able to see life in a different way. And then the second aspect for me was also when I felt and I was giving up on myself, knowing that there was a source of love and wisdom, a source of unlimited wisdom which I could access, which was there for me, which was not a physical source, but like me, that inner being that was a spiritual energy which I could connect to. And I felt really that I could draw that what I needed most in my life, that love, I could draw that light, I could draw that peace, which I felt was lacking inside because of the many questions I had. And so it's like from a space where I felt that emptiness and darkness inside, I was going into a space where I could see the light again and where I could feel, yes, there is a lot inside of me. I have a lot to share. I'm not, how do you say, I'm connected again to my inner fullness, to my inner life, to my inner values, the qualities I hold inside. And I think also very important in this sense is to not lose the sense of humor, to be able to laugh about oneself, to see, okay, just no one is perfect. Everyone is able to make mistakes, and it's okay. It's also okay to be weak at times. It's that inner sense of that feeling of having to be perfect, having everything in control, which sometimes also makes us lose hope on ourselves. But if we know, okay, I can always go back to that space inside of me where I find that clarity, where I reconnect to that state of being, where I can let go of the past and be fully in the present and fully connected with my inner strength, with my inner love, with my inner qualities. And so I think this is important for everyone to be able to connect to the self and to get to know who I really am, because each one of us is so unique. And sometimes the problem is that we focus on the things we don't want in life, and we forget to focus on the things we really want to. And the problem is when I focus on something, I'll give energy to that, whether it's what I want or what I not want. And so it's really important for me to find out, what do I really want in life? What do I want to experience? Do I like to have that feeling of restlessness inside, or fear, or that feeling of not being loved or not being wanted or not being good enough? And if I don't like it, okay, what would I like to experience? What would I like to feel inside of me? How would I want to see my life? So that I draw a picture, a feeling, an image of what I really would like. And then it's important to nourish this, to give it thought, to make it alive. We are very good in making things alive that hurt us, past experiences, and bringing it back. But we have also the ability to create something new, something that we really want to, that we enjoy, something that is empowering. And so when I start to focus my attention on these things, and then one benefit is I will take away the attention on the negative, on that which draws away my power, my peace, my happiness, my love. And I can stay inside of me. And the other benefit is that I really nourish these qualities that I want to grow inside of me. I will give them power and allow them to grow. And the more I use these qualities in my life, the more I share it, the more they will increase. So I think a very deep lesson, something that I still go back again and again. When I notice I go back on the old track, I go back on the track of sorrow, or remembering the things which I don't want to remember, and to forget the things that I want to remember. So it's just about turning it around. And the main thing is about awareness, becoming aware. What's going on in my mind? What's going on in my feelings? Um, because the solution for our life cannot be found on the outside. So when I learn to turn inside, when I learn to see myself, when I learn to listen to myself and to stay with myself, even though I may not feeling at ease at the moment, even though there may be some very uncomfortable feelings, when I just allow myself to stay with these feelings and I go deeper and deeper inside, then I come to a place where I find something new, because these feelings may be fear, may be anything that I feel when I start to go inside, when I don't suppress it and don't try to distract myself from these feelings. When I just sit with it, they will dissolve automatically, and I will go deeper and find some aspect of myself which is more which is much more part of my real being. And I think if I learn to go into my own depth, connect with the deepest part, and start to be grateful for the things I have, to be able to thank for all the good things that happen in my life, the beautiful things that are around me. When I consciously start to focus on these things, that will also create a totally different atmosphere inside of me, a totally different vibration. And so if I can bring my inner vibration to that love or peace or acceptance, then actually that's what I'm giving out to the world. And what I'm giving out also is coming back to me. So you may have noticed in your life, when you are very happy and you go to work and you come to your office and you say hello to everyone with a big smile, how it can change the whole atmosphere. And the contrary is also true. No? So again, it's about my choice, being aware of how I feel and being aware of what I want, where I want to go, what I want to create, what I want to sustain inside of me. So actually, now I would like to invite you to go into an experience, into meditation, into, yes, one thing is to know about all these things, and the other part is to really go inside and to experience the real self and to be able to connect to who I really am. So we can start with just sitting comfortably wherever you are. If you can keep your back straight, that will help your breath to flow freely. And just for a moment, focus on your breathing. Observe your breathing. Take a deep breath in and follow your breath. Feel your lungs expanding, and then breathing out. Let go. let go of all the tension in your body. And take another deep breath in. Fill your lungs completely and then let go. And also let go of all the worries in your mind. As I continue breathing, I become aware of my thoughts, my feelings. How do I feel right now? And I just accept what is. I stop the inner fighting. I tell myself, it's okay. I am okay. Taking another deep breath, I go even deeper inside myself. And in my mind, I create that space of comfort and well-being inside of me. A space where I can relax fully, where I feel comfortable, and I allow myself just to be. To be myself, to be in the present moment. Enjoy the present moment. In this moment, I don't need to think about anything else. I create this space of silence inside, allowing my mind to become quiet, to enjoy the present moment. This is the time to connect to who I really am, where I can let go of all the masks, all the fears, all the defenses, and just allowing myself to be present in this moment. In a state of well-being, awake and present. And I invite in my inner space this being. The being of complete love, unconditional love. The being of total acceptance. The being of wisdom. And I sit with this being. This being of light, of love, of wisdom. And any burden I have, any question, I give it to this being of love and wisdom. And I just become very still and listen to the answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna, for this very beautiful meditation. I could really feel that inner stillness and silence. And I can also feel that you have been practicing meditation for a very long time. So thank you for sharing your thoughts on this topic. And I particularly liked when you explained that the solution to my inner problems are not really to be in the outer world, but I have to connect with the inner self and to go back to that inner peace and stillness and to also understand who I really am. So thank you for sharing your thoughts on this. The next session, Oneness, will be on Friday, the 11th of November, again 9 a.m. UK time. And we will have Reka from London joining us for that session. And the topic for that session is Build Inner Resilience in a Fast-Changing World. So thanks everyone for joining us today. I hope you have enjoyed it. And thank you, the technical team, and have a very nice day. Bye-bye.